You're listening to The Word on the Streets with Joe Bingham, Jason Tasker, and Raj Pujada.
Yo, welcome back.
Wobblies.
Wiggity wagwan.
Energy.
That's what I've been watching. I watched that Masters of the Sky.
Oh, the one that's on Apple.
Yeah.
With,
the guy who thinks he's Elvis. Austin
and
Butler.
the Donny from fucking Saltburn.
Yeah, Barry.
Keogh.
Yeah, he's got a bit. He's just like an interesting English accent. American accent. It's
as interesting as his scouse in Saltburn.
yeah, it's very like New Yorker.
Someone told me that it's because his mum did loads of drugs while she was pregnant. That's the reason he looks like that. I'm not joking.
What?
I'm not joking. Someone said that he's
That's quite a good excuse, isn't it? Like if someone goes, "You're really fucking weird looking," you go, "Yeah, my mum did loads of drugs when I was younger," and then they're like, "Shit, I won't mention that again."
I came across his Instagram, like, you know that weird thing when, like, on your Explore page, you'll just get, like, a celebrity's Instagram from, like, 6 years ago. And it was, like, some weird, like, headshot of him, and someone had just commented on it being like, this is why he plays weird roles, because he looks like a goblin. And I was like, what a rude thing to say about someone.
Is that what people do? Do people have pages that post people's old
No,
photos?
like, it's his actual Instagram. It's
No,
just
'cause
a
I think-
picture from 6 years ago just comes up on your Explore page.
I think
for
that's
no
quite
reason.
good. I think that's quite a good idea for a page. Post people's. Yeah, you can post old people's,
people.
but post people's old Instagram posts
Well, all right. I've
Why?
wondered.
because people would find it interesting comparing to what they are now compared to where they were, or they might have a take on it where they're like, "Oh, this isn't true.
Yeah,
It
but
used to be like
after
this."
time, these fuckers would delete that shit.
Because no, but you must have seen those pages like where they'll post like 90 celebrities
Yeah.
Oh,
having
yeah.
parties and stuff like that and make up a story about it. I can't remember the one that I used to follow on Instagram. I still follow it, but it's not on there.
The thing that I've always wondered with stuff like this is, like, you know, for example,
It's Paul Danan, that was it.
Paul Danan.
Yeah, so he used to be in I think he was in EastEnders, but that it's a parody account saying it's him. But then it's like he was at all of these parties and it's him being a fly on the wall. Like, yeah, I was at this party and Simon from Blue was doing loads of coke.
Well, the weirdest one was when my man from EastEnders. What was it? My man from EastEnders was in.
I can't remember.
We're getting charts up again.
Yeah, go on. Keep going.
My man from EastEnders was at the party with Chris Brown, weren't he? That was the best crossover. Was it Ricky from EastEnders was in LA at a party with Chris Brown? That was a good time.
This
Man.
guy.
Yeah. So it's Paul Danan official. It's got 87,000 followers now. But then Paul Danan was just a random actor, and it's just someone basically doing a parody account like him. It's just
You could do.
archive documentary parody. Just a few pics off my old disposable cameras from back in the day.
I've always found
And then
it
I've got
weird.
like him and this.
Let me see Paul Danan. Who is he?
Can't you remember Paul Danan?
Didn't he used to go out with a model?
No, let me see. Paul Danan. He was in EastEnders.
I think he was in EastEnders. Yeah.
He used to go out with a famous model, I think.
So he was. Oh, sorry, he was in Hollyoaks.
Oh, right.
Played
yeah,
Sol
no,
Patrick in Hollyoaks.
No, I don't know who he is. Oh, so but he just takes
No.
other people's pictures.
Yeah, but these are making out. It's like a parody account making out as him. So it'll have like a picture of Cat Dealey and someone else, and then it would have a description of what the night out was like. But it's not real, obviously. But it's funny.
He writes so much on each one. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he does. Because they're all really descriptive.
So descriptive. Who are some of these fucking? I ain't seen some of these faces in ages.
That's what I mean. That's why it's so funny. Because if you look on there's fucking hell. That Duncan from Blue,
Yeah.
Claire Sweeney,
I've seen Anthony
Kelly
Costa.
Osbourne.
Shout out Blue, man.
Who was that? Oh, I thought she was pretty cool. Not Cat Dealey. Edith Bowman.
Who's that?
Edith Bowman, she used to be a
do
presenter.
C4?
Yeah, but he calls her Edith Groman. And Cat Dealer.
I used to have I picked up, I was gutted that I couldn't find the login, and I think the page just got archived. I used to have a Twitter account years and years ago, like when I was about 23, and it was a parody Jeremy Wade Twitter account
Right.
from River Monsters, and it got so many followers because I just do all these tweets about River Monsters. But now parody Jeremy Wade is huge on TikTok because people just take stuff he says in the episodes and just put them out of context. I'm wounded, man. I was doing that like 8 years ago.
It's just funny, like how
I
people
bet
just.
you could find that though.
I could, because you know what it is? It's an email address that I got locked out of and couldn't access. And I just couldn't get into the account and I was gutted.
Do you remember what the page was called?
I think it was just called like Not
me see.
Jeremy Wade, but no,
Let me see if I can find it.
I've looked for it. And like, the problem is because it's such a thing on TikTok now, so many people have set up other ones.
Yeah.
Mine's not on there, man. Gutted.
It's funny that the people who have those ideas for the pages, I just think that's fucking genius.
It just used to be me talking about like I'd just pulled these like huge fish out of like the River Cole in Birmingham and just all these stories about all this shit. That it was so dumb. But I watched that show so much when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was just in on it, and it was mad. It got so big at the time that like loads of people in my office would start being like, "Have you seen this fucking Twitter account?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll run it." And I laughed it, and I was gutted, man. Oh, it was weird.
Why did you lose it? Banned.
Just got locked out of it. Yeah, I just couldn't get back into it, man. I was heartbroken. But
How many
sad
followers?
times. I think it had like I don't know. I think I had like 12k
Whoa, it's not
by
bad.
the time, and then it was gone. But yeah, I just used to find it funny. That's the only reason I did it, because it was before I even did comedy or anything, so I wasn't even doing it to get like a following or anything. I just liked the show and found it funny. And now some other geezer's doing it on TikTok, and he's doing it so much better than I did, because it's just it's the videos. I don't know if you've seen them. It would just be like Jeremy Wade measuring a catfish, and it would just be like, yeah, and this one's actually quite a good specimen. I mean, it's not fully grown as of yet, but you can already see the girth. And it would just be like POV, me showing my floppy coke dick to some bird from the club. It's so funny. There's loads of fun. There was an episode where he went. There was no fishing. Have you seen the show, innit? So Jeremy Wade, I went to an evening with Jeremy Wade the once. That's how much I loved the show. He was this guy. He was just like a geography teacher who loved fishing. He ended up just traveling all over the world to catch, basically. And he'd go around the world and it'd be like, oh, there's a legend in this part of Africa that there's a monster in the river that kills fishermen. So I'm gonna go to this river and see if I can catch this river monster. It's always just a big catfish, just a giant catfish that's
just been eating everything,
just flipping boats basically.
Yeah. And they're massive, aren't they, catfish?
Yeah, but like it was just incredible television, because this guy, I remember the one episode he went to Africa and they were like, oh, there's a river monster that paralyzes people and makes them drown. So he goes over there and he's like, it's obviously an electric eel, but I'm gonna go over there and catch it. And he goes to this watering hole and he catches this fucking huge electric eel. And this geezer's buzzing. He's like, look at this.
What, the eel was buzzing?
Yeah. Fucking, he had to have his rubber gloves on, you know what I mean? He was out here in the trenches.
Like high voltage, yeah. What's the voltage of an electric eel?
It just stuns you, I think. It just stuns your muscles. So that's why people drown.
What's the voltage of an electric eel? 600 volts.
600 volts, that's decent,
not
then. That'll
ideal.
give you a good
A full-grown
belt.
electric eel can generate about 600 volts.
And that was massive.
Yeah, and
Why don't we just use them for fucking fuel?
just for the Teslas? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
What, you just have electric eels swimming around? Yeah, it'd just be, do you know how you have those rowing machines where they're the water ones, but you just have an electric eel just spinning round like that?
Stick it in the bath like £7. Man. Fucking get in there, finish yourself. But it was mad, yeah. So this electric eel episode, he catches this eel and he's showing it to the camera and he's like, "Oh, this is great. This is one of the biggest ones that I've seen before." Blah blah blah. But one of the African guys who's a guide and shows him the watering hole, he sees him catch it and he just dips, just runs off. And Jeremy's fucking doing his talking, and he's always catch and release, innit? So he's like, oh, I'll put it back in the water. As he's putting it back in the water, the geezer who's dipped comes back with like 12 man from the fucking village with machetes, and they hack it to pieces because they're like, he's found the monster.
Really?
And his face, he's like putting it back in the water, and he's like, what a beautiful creature. And then they hack it to pieces. And he's just like, okay. The show is sick, man. There's a
Voodoo, yeah.
Oh man, it's fucking unbelievable. He goes to
River monsters, yeah.
Yeah, he goes to Chernobyl one episode and goes fishing in the old water holes to see if any of them are mutated.
But they're not.
It's just a catfish that's gone black, basically. And he sends it to a lab and they do some tests and they're like, yeah, it's radiated, but it's nothing mad. But because he goes to all these different places, There's one episode where like there's no fishing. He just goes to this doctor for a full medical check because of all the dirty water he's been in and stuff. And again, comes out and the doctor's at the end and he's like, miraculously, despite all of my encounters, I've got a clean bill of health. And then again, obviously that one's like POV going to the sexual health clinic after a trip to MAGA and that. It's good vibes, man. Watch River Monsters.
Yeah, I can remember always seeing it advertised, but I've never watched it.
It's a sick show.
I feel like that's something that I could waste a lot of hours just watching one after another.
I used to, man. He's a good guy. Shout out Jeremy Wade.
Is it still on?
I don't think so anymore. It reached a point. My favourite episode that I ever saw was where I just knew he was taking the piss out of ITV's budget, basically. Where he went to Thailand to search for this river monster that was apparently just like a big eel-shaped, like a snake-shaped body with like a dragon's head. That's what they said, and it was on all these different paintings and stuff. He goes over there and he's fishing in this harbour in Thailand, and he's like, "Oh, I've not caught anything that resembles that, so I'm gonna go speak to this other person and talk to them about this sighting and blah blah blah." So he goes, talks to this guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, go fishing here." So then he goes to this other part of Thailand, and then he goes fishing there. He's like, "I've not caught anything." So he goes, "I'm going to go speak to this other person." And he goes up to this monastery full of monks, and they've got a photograph of them, this monster, but it's like black and white from time ago. And then he's like talking to this guy, but because he's talking in Thai, they don't really translate what the guy's saying too much. They just cut to a voiceover of them two talking. And then he goes, "The longer I've been speaking to this man, he then tells me that nobody has actually ever seen this creature." And it's like 6. You've just had a holiday in Thailand then, banging.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, I went back to the UK thinking what my next project would be when I got a phone call telling me where I could find this monster." Next thing you know, man was just in Monaco on a yacht. And then he goes on this yacht out of Monaco into the middle of the ocean. And he's like, apparently, these things just hang around at the next to the buoys or the buoys, whatever they are.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
He goes diving down in this buoy, and then he finds this massive fucking thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's mad. It's got like a proper snake's body with a huge head. And he finds one. And I'm like, what? So you just got to fuck about in Thailand for 2 months?
What's
so then
that
you go
called?
to Monaco. Can't remember, but it was fucking huge. Sick.
I feel like that's
recognise
one
it.
of the scariest things. You know, if you were in water and you got attacked by... I feel like you're just so much more helpless when you're in the sea.
Oh, 100%.
Is it an eel?
Nah, I can't remember what it's called.
If you're in the sea or the river, you're just...
Put in like River Monster Dragon or something.
You can't really do anything, can you? You can't fight anything off. You just got to try and grab it and get away.
But did you see the woman who got attacked by the bull shark in Australia this week?
No, I didn't actually.
She was, it was somewhere near Sydney, like just outside of Sydney, so like up in that like northeastern corner of Australia. And it was this part, he does a Sick River Monsters episode in Australia as well. And she's like one of those
What,
places.
this thing, yeah.
Yeah. That was exactly what he saw. A fucking a Gyarados from Pokemon.
Chinese water dragon.
Yeah. But yeah, she lived in like a jetty, so they had like a small kind of jetty that went out into the water and stuff. And she said, "Oh, because obviously it's the middle of summer. I do it all the time. I've lived here for years. I always, I've had a hot day at work. I come home, I go for a little swim in the jetty, and then I go and have some dinner and carry on my business." And she jumps in this jetty and got fucking mauled by a bull shark. Like, basically, like, fucking ripped half of her leg clean off. And she survived. Some people came and pulled her out of the water and fucking gave the local vet, gave her a tourniquet and got her to the hospital. And she's doing all right, man. But
What the bull shark?
bull shark dipped. But again, this is how calm they are. They were just like, "Oh, yeah, we have seen a few swimming around in there, but we just, they come and go." Fuck that.
Yeah, you won't get me. Like, no amount of swimming in the sea would ever be that good. Even if I could see a fucking mermaid
I did it
in the distance, I would like, shall I go and swim over to that? No, I'd rather not.
I did it in the Maldives, but you only do it in the
Shout out.
bays and the reefs. It was the same when I went to Thailand as well. They're so casual about it as well. You'll swim in a bay where they're like, yeah, you can go diving, go snorkeling, see all this sick stuff, so like turtles and conger eels and all that. But then they'll tell you, they'll just be like, "Don't go around there because there's big fucking sharks around there." And you're just like, "Well, what's stopping them from coming here then?" And then you get out pretty swiftly because it's a no from me. I've seen deep blue sea.
What stops them?
The reefs, apparently. The reefs create the bays, and then they can't swim over the reefs
'Cause
it's
it'll
too
cut 'em.
shallow and it will cut them up. But I've seen LL Cool J's parrot get eaten in Deep Blue Sea. Not from me.
Yeah,
Do you think if the shark didn't chew, you could live inside it?
Isn't there a thing? There's a video.
I mean, you could probably live inside a whale, no?
Nah, there's a video talking about if you know the story of Jonah and the whale. Where he
I've
gets-
heard of Noah and the whale.
Nah, it's
Noah and the Ark.
yeah, it's no.
There are no whales on the Ark.
No, Noah and the whale were a band, I think.
Oh.
British
Who
folk
knew?
band.
You've gone from 21 Savage to Noah and the Whale in one
21,
episode.
Noah Savage.
But no, Jonah and the Whale was the guy who got swallowed by the whale. The whole biblical
Not real.
story.
Oh, right.
yeah, the sort. Yeah, I remember
And,
that from RS.
Yeah, and they basically said, like, could you genuinely survive like Jonah if you got swallowed by a whale? The answer is no.
Why?
Because
Jonah?
the way that they digest their food, their intestines are so small compared to their body, you'd just get crushed.
Oh, so it'd just be like going into a like a grinder.
Like going into a
But not
sausage
sharp,
machine.
just tight.
But I guess you would still be
you'd
alive
suffocate as
up
well.
to that point. It just you get.
And their stomach acid would suffocate as well because it just produces loads of methane. So
Oh, I bet
sadly,
it
you
stinks in
couldn't-
there.
But what if you've got an oxygen tank and nothing's coming in?
And a big titanium suit, like
No, yeah.
the submarine.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting
Maybe.
swallowed by a whale?
Imagine getting shut
pretty
out
grim.
by a whale.
They're just swallowed by it, and you're just there. You just have to try and
You'd have to
cut your way
cut
out.
your way out,
How
yeah.
would you fight the whale, Rosh?
How would I don't think the whale would want it. I don't think me and whale would get on, but shark.
No, what if a whale just came and blob?
I'd probably try and stay in its mouth for as long as possible.
What, just the bay of its mouth?
Yeah, and I'd fight to stay right at the front of its like mouth and just constantly punch the inside of its mouth until it goes ah, and then opens its mouth again, and I'm out.
Or blows you out the top.
No, I don't
I've
think I want to
always
get
thought,
blown
you know
out
what? I
the top.
always thought when the first time I heard about Jonah and the Whale, I thought out the blowhole. That'd be the best way.
Blowhole looks tight.
Yeah, but the
No.
purchase you could get, it'd fire you up to the
It
surface.
was like
Yeah,
shot
but-
out of a cannon.
I'm glad your animal self-defense has become a series.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'd want to stay in the mouth as much as possible, and
I always try and stay in the
and yeah, you wanna attack it. If I got a blade, then I'm cutting.
yeah.
Just a blade. You just have a blade, won't you?
Yeah.
And yeah, you always go
Give it a little-
diving with a blade.
'Cause
You always get
if I
diving
stab
through
it in the
the
mouth,
blade.
it's just gonna feel
Especially
like
if you're going to get eaten.
it's gonna feel like a mouth ulcer, innit? Really.
Yeah.
You know when you burn your mouth.
Mm.
What about
You start doing that thing with your tongue. I want him to do that, and then I'll just boom straight out of the mouth.
jellyfish?
Jellyfish, what a sting!
I feel like they're quite hard to beat because they just.
Did I ever tell you about my mate who swam fucking from like Cyprus? He was fucking gone, mate. He was like towards Turkey, bro. This guy was gone, and he was
Really?
chasing. He thought he was getting chased by a jellyfish, and it weren't going away. It was following him, and he was gone, bruv. He was out to sea, and it was his own shadow that he was swimming away from the whole time. Fucking idiot. Yeah, he's a very intelligent boy, to be honest. But
Sounds it.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends what jellyfish. A box jellyfish will kill you on it.
is that the one that got Stevie?
No, that's a stingray. The
Oh.
box jellyfish
jellyfish
is
is-
the one that's in £7. You seen that film?
Yeah,
Will Smith.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Got
box,
on DVD if
the,
anyone
the
wants
box, the box
Do you want it?
jellyfish.
Anyone?
No, I'm good.
DVD?
I've seen it.
DVD?
It's bleak.
DVD?
I'm good, thanks.
You sound like they got a phone jacket. You want my DVD?
DVD?
I'm good, thanks.
DVD?
Nah.
Alright.
Yeah, box jellyfish kill you. Stops your heart.
What's the other one? The Portuguese man of war.
The man of war that'll kill you.
They're not that big though, are they? I don't think.
I think the man of war's quite.
Oh, is
They
it?
only
Is it
kill
just
you
big
if they
and
get you,
gangly?
though.
Well, yeah, but they've got the thing on it because
They've
there's
got
got so
that-
many toxins in there.
Yeah, but I'm
Tentacles.
nimble, bruv.
Not in water, you're not. Not compared to that.
Yeah, but I'll chat to
yeah,
them,
you
innit?
know what?
I'll
On
chat to
land,
them.
yeah, I'll
chat
back
to
you
them.
to beat a jellyfish that's
On land.
on the beach, but in water, I
Raj
think
is unbeaten against jellyfish
what I
on
mean?
land.
Yeah.
you're in my dojo now, bro. He'd
But
still fuck up, man. He boots
It's like Mortal Kombat. You have to like fight it like best of three. We'll do one in water, one on land, and one in the air.
one in a bath.
So what? What makes them attack?
I don't know. You
I
know.
feel like they just attack fucking it, and then they kind of just go whoosh like that, don't they? And then like explode.
But if you see them, they're the same as fish. Like they swim in big shoals. So it's
Yeah.
like I've seen videos of them, and it's like you dodge one, and you're swimming into about 40 of them. Fuck that.
Oh, I can
And
yeah.
they kill you instantly.
I think the toxins it can stop your heart.
They just look freakish though, don't they? Jellyfish, I feel.
Yeah,
They don't
they
look.
move so sexy though.
Yeah, they do, but they look alien like. They're like
That's how
alien
they
like.
move, innit?
That is how they move.
Is
yeah.
that sexy? Yeah.
I think so. Making me feel
That's me
some
in the
kind
club.
Yeah, the jellyfish.
Do
Is
the
that your?
jellyfish, do the jellyfish.
Is that your go-to move? Yeah.
The jellyfish, yeah. Do the jellyfish, man. Come on, man.
everyone else doing the bogle.
You're
You're
still
in the
doing the
corner like
jellyfish.
that.
Yeah, so smooth and sexy.
Everyone else calling in the play. Don't watch me.
Yeah,
Bro.
do the jellyfish, bro.
I mean, I've seen the sprinkler. I think that's the new one now, isn't it? The jellyfish.
Jellyfish, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it.
But they do move sexy. They're my favourite episodes of Planet Earth, though, the underwater ones. Because obviously they always get like cameras that can go deeper and cameras that can like see more stuff.
I feel like the deeper you go, the uglier the things get.
Yeah, because they're freaks, innit? Like the last.
Because you've got to survive in pitch black.
Yeah. The last series of Planet Earth, the underwater one was sick.
Where it's like just dark.
Yeah, they had one where they went down this massive trench, and it was what was it? It was these animals. Oh man, I can't remember what the fuck they are.
Do you know these animals? They're that ugly, though. It's quite good that they never have to look at themselves, do they? Do you think they ever see the reflection? They probably don't, do they?
Well,
So they probably don't even know what they look like.
The blobfish.
Yeah, they don't even know what they look like. They're just like,
The ugly ones, though,
fucking eyes.
I don't mind them. Like I feel like I could deal with them because I could charm them and they won't attack me. But jellyfish ain't got no damn face, bro.
they're just freaks.
Like, how could I trust someone with no face?
Do they even have eyes, jellyfish?
Well,
They just have tentacles.
Yeah,
that's why I'm nimble, bro. I reckon I could
So
do
what
one.
are they?
but that's what kills. That's why carrier bags kill loads of animals, isn't it? Because those animals eat jellyfish. That's their food. And they see a carrier bag and they think it's a jellyfish. That's how shit a jellyfish is, bro. It just looks like a carrier bag.
But they're just
Mad.
weird because they don't make any noise. No, they don't. Do they even have a brain?
No, and I think they just absorb nutrients. That's how they survive. And
Like amoeba.
So what is the point of a jellyfish?
like they'll like catch fish and like stun them, and then they'll just absorb the shit out of it. This is what I mean. Like
Good
all
luck
the stuff-
absorbing me, motherfucker.
But they say, innit, we've put more effort into exploring space than we have the oceans.
yeah.
Like, you see these animals on these documentaries in the sea, and they are like fucking.
What if the aliens are coming from underneath?
Exactly.
They're
Like
the
the Meg.
aliens and from inside. I feel like there's a lot of good films that could be made about that because they always focus on sharks and things that we know about, like Mega Shark and things like that. They're only at the top surface level, or aliens, which we don't even like, above us, which we don't even know. Well, they probably exist, but we haven't
We
seen
know,
them.
Jason.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you go further down, think of all of what could be down there.
It's just
I reckon
getting there,
there's
though,
like
man.
I reckon there's civilization
Because it's
down there.
they could like
What
this-
like Jar Jar Binks' land, the Gungans,
Jar Jar
in
Binks?
Star
Like
Wars, when they
fucking
go down, they're in there.
Creatures, bro.
these caverns is like deep as the Grand Canyon.
What if the
isn't it?
aliens are at the bottom? Like they land and they go boom straight to the bottom because
Have
they
you
can
watched
survive.
Ancient Apocalypse, the documentary on Netflix? So it's about
That guy's a bit batshit, isn't he?
He is, but he's basically he's
British,
he's,
isn't he?
he's an archaeologist, an archaeological scientist, but he's not recognised by the Institute of Archaeology.
He's basically like a Joe Rogan
yeah.
archaeologist. Yeah, the ones that just fucking chat bollocks.
Yeah, but the mad thing is that all the stuff he finds, he gets it all tested by science. So and he's like, well, I've found this thing, and it's proof of a civilization that's older than the ones that you talk about in your history books. So his thing is like, oh, they won't recognise me, the archaeologists, because I'm telling them to alter their timelines. But it's a good show. He's basically got a theory that there was ancient civilizations before the ones that we know about now, and they were wiped out by an ancient apocalypse, like a previous ice age. But he talks about like he wrote a book as well about looking for Atlantis, didn't he? Because that's the mad thing, isn't it? It's like there's so much reference to Atlantis in historical literature that they're like, well, it had to be something, even if it was just a.
Do you reckon we're the generation of fucktards?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna look back on us in particular. with
As
much
progress.
pride. People like Elon Musk and that, they'll
dunno.
look back and go, he was killing it.
Like brain chips.
But
and
us
that.
in general,
Yeah, but then you could say that about like in general, like
No, but like think about shit that we
What is
talk about in
progress?
history, yeah. And then they're
Yeah.
gonna look at us and they're gonna be, oh yeah, we found this thing called YouTube and everyone
yeah,
had a podcast.
but think how much bollocks. Yeah, but
What did they talk about on the podcast? Oh, sharks.
yeah, but it's
and
all
shit.
progress, though, isn't it? It's just like that hive mind kind of thing. You got to think. Okay, granted, there was been some amazing inventions, but they're only by singular people, and everyone else was just running around smelling like shit, eating shit, and dying really young.
We've regressed though. I do think when you look at history,
No, we've regressed in certain areas, but we've progressed in technological
technologically, it's the
advancements.
fastest. It's the most rapid advancement in history. But I think what they talk about it as well, don't they? Of like in history, it's peaks and troughs, and it's like hard after periods of great hardship comes like real lows, basically. And because our generation and our parents are in the post-war generation, it's like what life's never been easier. So it's just created us. It's just a load of soft cunts who, we think our lives are hard, but we don't really know hardship like people before.
I think our civilization will implode at some point, and robots will take over.
Fingers crossed, because at least it'll be a bit of excitement. When I was thinking about this the other day, I was reading an article where all these foreign correspondents were asking if World War III was going to start, and they were like, probably not. But it's more
World War
volatile.
III is not a concern, bro, because one country's just got to press a button and boom.
Well, that's what they basically said. They were like, since the Cold War, there won't be a World War III.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just like, everyone got nukes as a defense, so no one's gonna do anything really.
Yeah.
They said the only likely outcome of somebody launching a nuke is because they misinterpret someone else's actions as like, oh shit, they're gonna do it, so we better do it.
What if a nuke went off in the deepest bit of the ocean? The deepest bit. In like the most central away from land.
Yeah. So
It caused a tsunami, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's like the most furthest away.
Yeah, it caused a massive tsunami.
It depends how big
because
the
then the
nuke
wave
is.
would get bigger and bigger and bigger as it got to the shore.
It would probably be the worst outcome.
Which country are we wiping out though?
I mean, it'd fucking wipe out
Coast
everything.
of America. No, sorry. If it's going to be the part that's the biggest ocean, it'd be the west coast of America, Australia, and East Asia.
East Asia.
So we'd be all right. So East Asia, you're looking at like Australia, New Zealand, Japan, the east coast of Russia and China, and then the
Could
west
we
coast
afford
of
to lose
America.
them? Should we lose them?
No, I don't.
Just think, if we do it, maybe the fucking Butters fish at the bottom will get, and
then
we'll
we'd
see
see
them
'em
all, yeah.
Just go dynamite fishing.
Yeah.
Well,
with a
it's
nuke.
blobfish falling on the
Yeah.
on the
Could do.
beaches.
It'd be like the Simpsons episode where Mr. Burns drains Loch Ness to find Loch Ness monster. You know what I mean? You got to think outside the box with these things. That microchip thing is mad, though, isn't it? Didn't the first person get one fitted with
Yeah,
Elon
yeah,
Musk's
yeah.
microchip? Mad that you wouldn't want to be the first, innit? How much do you
No,
reckon he paid him to get it fitted?
I
read
don't
he
think
was a
that much.
volunteer.
I don't. I think.
Basically, like telepathy, then,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I read he was a volunteer.
Yeah, I don't think they would have paid him. I reckon he's just signed some declaration, waiving all of his rights,
It's meant
just to be an experiment. He's just a guinea. He's a human guinea pig.
Well, I reckon
essentially,
he's
isn't he?
going to be like Stephen Hawking, isn't he? He's going to be quite heavily disabled.
Imagine, because it's the first one.
That's what it's for, though, isn't it? That's why he's made the chip. It's
No,
to
he's
help.
trying to make him better, isn't he?
Yeah, he's trying to
So
help.
hopefully he's not like Stephen Hawking
It's
in
like
the end.
ex machinima, mate.
Yeah,
It turns him into a nonce.
so it's meant to help.
Remember when
Like,
this podcast was just talking about nonces every episode? Like 15.
nonce alert.
Nonce watch.
Yeah, that's the purpose of it, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Goes from
imagine-
everything from like paralyzed to like schizophrenia. That's who he wants to help. But it's like literally you could.
Do you think the one with schizophrenia,
your
you
app.
just get to select which one you want to be that day? You'll be like, oh, okay.
Split.
Look, we can't get rid of it, so you've got one personality. You just have to choose which one. It's like, when you go into a computer game and you're selecting your fighter, you'll just select which one you want to be.
I like the idea that because it's the first one that's been fitted, like it's not the premium in it, so it comes with free ads. My man's just trying to use it. It's just Stephen Bartlett
skip,
selling
yeah.
fuel. Every 10 minutes he's walking down the road and then trying to do something. It's fucking, have you played Clash of Legends,
Yeah,
the mobile
yeah.
game?
Do you know what you're investing your money in?
Yeah, fuck it out. Do you want to get rich fast?
Do you wanna get
wanna
rich
speak
fast?
to women, you pussy hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the first of anything's never been that good, has it? Think about the first Apple Macintosh.
Yeah. You see the video
Bag
of the
of
geezer?
shit.
I'm just blaming the brain chip for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. If I do anything wrong, sorry, babe, it's the old brain chip.
Oh,
innit?
yeah, cheated on you again. The brain chip. The old
Oh,
brain
yeah.
chip. Damn.
Oh, Elon.
Damn you,
I didn't
brain
cheat on
chip.
you. That was Elon.
Bad.
Elon cheated on you.
Ah, mate, it is mad though.
It's
I
gonna
saw
become
a
fucked.
video the other day. You were talking about the Apple Vision Pro things the other week.
Yeah.
A geezer on the subway in New York, and he's wearing these fucking Apple Vision Pros, but he is locked in, mate. Like he's just on the tube. He's just like that. He's just working on the fucking subway. Everyone's just
it's
watching
just
him.
scary.
Like, the fuck is?
What, has he got an imaginary keyboard or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Yeah, so
innit?
he's just typing away on this thing. He's just got the goggles on, just sat on the fucking.
So he's
thing,
just
and
there
it's
like Stevie
I
Wonder.
was going to say, sure, it wasn't Stevie Wonder playing the piano. Yeah.
Oh, he's learning Swahili. What a guy.
Yeah.
Fucking
The
hell.
next thing you know, Mariah Carey came and just fucking took the mic off him.
Just fuck.
Yeah, because the first
Bitches
one,
and
the
back.
first ones went on sale, innit?
Yeah.
Should we-
Did you see the guy? He was the first guy to buy them, and he got a fucking guard of honor coming out the Apple
Yeah, I
store.
saw that. Is it available in the UK
We
now
are
as well?
fucked.
I don't know. I reckon if we would have done, Apple would have sent us all a notification about it. Because fuck me, the amount of notifications I got off Apple, it's just like, oh, have you seen this feature on your phone that we
And
just?
do you reckon it have like a built-in YouTube?
I was just gonna say it comes with YouTube's greatest.
YouTube live at the fucking Globe.
Live at the Globe. You're just there.
Yeah. Hello.
That's a good tune, actually. We're in a place called Vegas. Yeah.
End of 2024.
You missed that joke, right?
What, it'll be over here?
I let it go.
Yeah, that's not one of their tunes.
That's Frozen, mate. That's Frozen.
Yeah. Two first international markets at end of 2024. I'm going to buy one.
How much are they at the minute? Retail?
We'll just be sat in the podcast and Roger will just be sat there going like that.
I'd watch that.
Maybe we should Twitch stream us just
it'll
on
be
the
on
app.
Bumble. It'll be
No.
on Bumble on his Vision Pro Max.
What about Twitch streaming yourself on an Apple Vision Pro?
I mean, people would watch it. People watch fucking anything on the
That
internet as
could be
well,
quite
aren't
good, I feel.
Oh, £2,736.
they? Yeah, I thought there were 2.5 bags. Yeah,
But you'll be able to get 0% finance.
that is
Yeah,
true.
over 2 years.
Sync it up to your Apple Watch.
That's still £100 a month. That's not bad.
How
Should we
far?
get some?
Yeah, go on then.
How close do you think we are to like rocket boosters and shit like that?
Like
What's in us
getting
having
from place to
jetpacks
place?
and
Jetpacks, skateboards that fly.
Nah, too much regs, bro. We can't even have self-driving cars because of regs.
Yeah,
I
true.
want teleportation. I think I'd put myself forward.
Yeah,
for
they
that.
should put some money into that, I reckon.
If they said we're looking for people to experiment on it, I think I'd go on it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
gonna-
I'd do anything. I'd let them chip my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, do you know, teleportation, that would cause some mutations and shit like
It
that.
was like The Fly. Have you seen The Fly? The old film.
No.
It's like an old sci-fi film. And it's about this guy who creates like a teleportation machine, and it's all to do with like him trying to do the science of like how do you teleport, and it's like it breaks you down on a molecular level and then puts you back together molecularly in the other machine. So he's testing it out with all these different things, like put a phone in there and it will transport and whatever. But then when it finally comes to him doing his big experiment of teleporting himself, he's like, oh, it's ready for human trials, but they're like, no, it's not. So he's like, well, I'm going to do it myself then. So he gets in the one machine, but then a fly flies into the other one as he's doing it, and he comes out the other side as a half man, half fly mutant. It's like an old, like, classic film. Mad.
Yeah, there's no reversing that, is there, really?
Nah.
No.
Because
What
now,
if you put two
now
humans in?
he's like, I can't reassemble my old
What if you...
molecular
No,
level.
at that point, you got to go and get good-looking humans.
You just need an undo button.
What, and just keep fucking...
Keep doing it until there's less flies, so you're like 100 to 1 part fly.
You just have a reverse button.
That'd be,
Undo.
That's your fucking 23andMe at the end of it. It's
Yeah.
like you're like fucking 10% Scandinavian, 10% fucking
I'm like, Brad,
Eritrean, you're
Eritrean.
0.5% fly.
Yeah.
Brad, what you up to, mate? Yeah, come through. Need you for a sec. Boom.
Yeah. Wouldn't be too
Yeah.
bad, that. Wouldn't be too bad.
I
Did you
feel
see-
like you'll be able to teleport. I feel like that'll be the next thing that Amazon do. Do you know how they're on about drone deliveries? I feel like actual products you won't be able to do it with humans or animals, but you will be able to do it with packages and like phones and stuff
What,
like that.
move it?
So instead of
That's wild.
Instead of having a courier, think how
But you move it through time and space. huh?
how much
How
the
do you move it
roads.
through
Think,
time and space?
What's the science?
think how much. Haven't you seen fucking Interstellar, mate? It's just a piece of paper. You fold it in half. You put a fucking pen through it, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
how you... Yeah, okay. That's simple.
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
I want you to
This
walk.
guy
I
doesn't
want you to
believe
walk
that-
into Jeff Bezos' office and go, "Dickhead, I am tired of having to wait in all day
This-
for a delivery. Watch this," and you
Time
just fold
slot,
a
don't
piece
need
of
it.
paper.
You just
Have
stick
a
it
pen
through.
This guy doesn't believe half the conspiracies I come up with, but a package that's teleported is legit.
I think this will be legit because think how much it would solve the problems with traffic if, and
Traffic.
you wouldn't need lorry drivers.
It was so traffic.
Yeah, you wouldn't need all these couriers on the roads being delivery drivers and
Stop
shit
trying
like
to get the Asians off the road, for fuck's sake.
If we have teleportation, we won't need the migrants.
Yeah, teleport them back. Fucking hell. They land on the fucking shores. You'd be like, right, mate, you can fuck right off. Sending you back.
Man.
Getting Suella Braverman's fucking teleportation unit. You can put the fucking dinghy in there as well, you fucks.
You know what I do want over here, actually, is them things they got in America, you know, the delivery robots? I'd love to see them try and cut about London. It'd be a headache, man. Because, you know, they got them in, like, big residential parts of
Yeah, but
America.
they get stuck on the pavement and shit, don't they?
Yeah, but but have you seen the videos? I've seen people, like, talking about them in America where... So like Deliveroo is like food delivery places is a big one. So you order your food, they'll pop it in the robot keeps it warm, and then it's like a Roomba, and
Like a
it
little
just
kangaroo.
goes off to your house. And there's videos and stuff on the internet in America of like people will see it like stuck on something while they're walking down the street, and they'll just move it back and then just carry on with their day.
No, people in
London it get nicked.
No,
100%.
I've seen bikes that are locked up where people have just caved in the wheels just because they're on the side of the
Yeah.
road. So
Yeah.
I imagine if a robot's there, they will just literally spray paint them. It'd be like RoboCop, do you know, when they
Yeah.
catch him in the alleyway and they just fuck him up.
I think it'd be quite fun. I'd like to see it. That's one of my favourite things about London decor in general. Is just like when you see that someone's just locked their bike to a fence, but now it's just a wheel. They've just
Yeah.
gone, I'll just take the whole fucking bike frame
Yeah,
if I can
yeah,
get a
yeah,
wheel.
yeah.
And it's just a wheel. There's a wheel
It's
by
a
Bethel
sacked
Green
wheel.
Station that's been there since I moved down here.
I saw some kids on the tube yesterday, and on the way back I went for a walk near Epping Forest on the Oak Trail, it's called. And then on the
You got white boy luxury time, boy.
Innit?
Love that.
Why?
I
While I was
for a
in, while I
walk
was in
Epping
Coventry
Forest.
doing relief work,
Man was in Cardiff sitting in his car.
but then I was
getting
on the way.
accused of being a homeless person.
I was on the
You
way
want my
back.
patch, bro?
I was on the way back on the Central Line. There was kids on there, but they looked like middle class kids, but
Yep.
they were like tagging
Yep.
on
that's
the tube.
London.
Is that I was just like what they were? I don't know whether they were doing it on the windows. I don't know whether they had like something that scratches, but then they also had what came in with those pens that you get as
The
well,
magic, the magic
fat-
markers.
the
thing.
like
fat-
the silly,
the
silver
fat
ones.
tips.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like, why?
Mate, when I got on the tube last night,
It's like you're that bored. Just go on TikTok.
I got on the tube last night at about 1:45, and
At night.
yeah, it was the same thing.
So you got driven to a cab spot.
Yeah, I got into London and then I just got the tube back from there.
Mad.
It's quicker.
Mad.
It's quicker.
Is it?
It's headache driving through London, isn't it? Especially where I'm
Congestion
central,
charge,
innit?
bruv.
So it's just quicker. But then I immediately regretted my decision because I
Yeah.
got on there and it is just middle class, pissed up people that are all
Horrible,
talking
innit?
like, yo, and I swear she was pressing me in that party. I'm like, shut up, Humphrey. You
Yeah.
fucking
yeah,
prick.
yeah.
Yeah, man, the night tube. It's, you know what it is. I don't go out that much anymore. I just gig and then go home after the gig. I forgot how horrible the night tube is, man.
You should just start tagging just to give you something to do.
What would your tag-in name be? What would your tag be?
Probably my Instagram handle.
What?
Well, then they're running it direct back to
shit.
you, and you're getting. It was like, you know, in Edinburgh when we were up there for the Fringe and they had the bin strikes.
Yeah.
And there was signs everywhere that were just like, listen, the city's a fucking tip as it is because of the bin strikes. No fly tipping. And people are just dumping piles of fucking posters and flyers that they've not got rid of on the side of the street. And I'm like, that's got your fucking face, name, and contact details on it.
Yeah, and your gig run.
That's not smart.
Yeah.
But that's what you're doing with your tag there.
Yeah, I didn't really think of that.
Jason Tasker was here. Follow me here.
I've only
Cappuccino
done
comedy.
graffiti once in my life.
What did you do?
Again, really stupid. Just wrote my second name on an underpassage near Butlins in Skegness.
Well, you'd just be
Decent.
Task, wouldn't you? Task would be a pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Taskmaster would be a good one.
But then I just put that. It was so funny because we were doing it. We were like 14, 15. We went to Wilco's in the day, got the spray paint, and then we were doing it. And then the guy like walked through while we were doing it. It was just like casually, I put our stuff back. He looks so terrible as well. I am not artistic at all.
Yeah, you'd be Task.
Do you know when you see some people doing it though, like in East London especially, where they're proper like up to it and they're like set
Leek
everything up,
Street's
start
it.
spraying and shit like that. You're like,
Leek Street's elite.
Yeah, and so's all down Shoreditch. So.
one of my friends does it as an actual business, like on the side of buildings, and he's so sick at it.
We
What
met
would
that
yours
guy
be?
in New York, innit? He was a street artist, and he was
Yeah.
coming over to London. He was doing some stuff in Shoreditch, wasn't he?
Mine definitely wasn't art. Mine
in
was
his loafers.
What would your name be?
mine was vandalism.
I don't know. I had a mate back in the day who used to tag.
Bingers.
He used to have the spray paint, and he always used to come into school and like for PE, he'd always have a pair of Nike. Remember the old Nike Shocks, but they were just covered in spray paint. And his tag name was Scope, and it was like, but the O would be like a sniper scope thing. But then you remember Scope used to be the name of the charity for kids with special needs, so he stopped doing that.
What about Banksy? Why don't you just like use Banksy's tag name?
You just be Bing, I think. Bing.
Bing's a bit.
Bingsy.
Bing bong, just fucking
Bing bong.
everywhere.
Bing bong.
What's up? Someone's in the shop.
What would yours
Bing
be?
bong.
The worst thing is about
would yours be?
fucking East London though, is I don't look like the kind of person that do tagging, but then you go East London, I look like every single one
Yeah.
of them.
What would mine be? Mine
Scar.
would be
Scar. Yes, Scar would be yours.
POO with a big G.
Pooj.
Poogie.
Poogie. I think Scar's better.
Nah, Poogie.
Nah, I like Scar.
Poogie.
Nah, I like Scar. You want it to be called Scar?
Yeah, no, but not on the streets.
Oh, okay, just government.
I feel
You want
like
your
that's
government
good.
name to be Scar.
I might change my middle name to Scar.
Okay, what is it at the minute?
Knitted.
Okay.
Like,
N-I.
Yeah, like the.
N-I-T-I-N.
yeah.
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 What does that mean?
Well, that's fucking half my password.
Speaking of names, actually, did you see where McDonald's? Like, there was a woman who gave birth in a McDonald's car
Yeah,
park.
man. In America, innit?
Was it in America? I thought it was in the
Yeah,
UK.
it was in America.
America.
It's mate. If you see a story like that, it's always some bum-fucked town. I'm sure they're from Arkansas or something.
You called their baby McFlurry.
Oh, Wisconsin. So Madison,
Yeah.
Madison,
but,
Wisconsin.
But that was the thing, innit? It's like, I don't think they even called the kid that. It weren't the government.
They
said,
nicknamed
the
them
nickname is
McFlurry.
Our little McFlurry.
Yeah.
Shut up, man. Have some balls. You know what I mean? Call your kid Pound Saver Menu.
What do you think yours
Go
would be if like you?
If I gave birth, well, give me the restaurant. And I'll
No,
give you the name.
no, but it would be
What
the place
restaurant do
where
you
you.
go to most when you're
Yeah,
on
it
the
would be the
road?
place that you go to most.
Services, isn't it?
Yeah, but what do you get from the
You
services?
can't call. What do you get from the
You're gonna
service?
call your kid Road Chef.
Well,
Little
it
chef.
depends what hour of the day it is, right? If it's on the way to the gig, then it's either Burger King, KFC, McDonald's, or Greg's.
You just call him a Whopper.
Whopper.
And if it's at night, then it's W.H. Smith / Costa.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, but it
they're
needs
the
to be-
saddest ones. If you're in
Yeah.
the services after like
I had to
midnight.
chat to the woman yesterday.
No, but it needs to be what you buy
I
from
said,
there.
oh, do you always do the night shift? She said, I used to, but then I started crying, like crying in front of
and then
people.
just started walking towards
And so,
you really
and so my
slowly.
boss said, I can't work night shifts anymore, so I just do it to cover people.
Shout
But
out
she
to
would-
Sharon anyway.
She would just start crying in front of customers, and I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
grim.
Yeah, we had to do it on
she
Saturday. Man,
okay?
went into the WH Smiths, it's all that was open, and then all the fucking tills were down because they were like, "Oh, it's our first day open." I'm like, what does that mean for us then? What are we supposed to do?
well, I always thought W.H. Smith, you're allowed to walk out with whatever you want at night.
On the basis that no one's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So-
when there's only one staff member, and if they're off, you can just take whatever you want. That's the rule.
So what would your
Officially.
what would be the main thing that you buy? What would you call your kid?
So should we base it on what I had yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday I had a ham and cheese toasty
So Toasty, that could be quite a good
with a
name.
cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon. there you go,
Cinnamon's a
isn't it?
decent name.
Yeah, it's also a dog's name.
Well, I don't know any
Or a
dogs called
stripper.
Cinnamon.
And then I had a pack of McCoys,
McCoy, that's quite a good name for.
For a girl now.
and then I bought a Tony bar because it was on sale, and that's still in the car now.
Okay.
So
So yeah, some decent selection of names there.
yeah, I'll call it buns.
Okay. Because cinnamon was too strippery, so you
Yeah.
call it buns. Oh, that reminds me, I was in Coventry yesterday. I had a nice little trip down memory lane because I ain't been Coventry for time.
I don't think I've ever been to Coventry.
There's not much going on there, but saw my old stomping ground, Club Heat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Club Heat, man. I referenced it during the show, and all of the men did that thing where they laugh and then they realise that they're sat with their missus and panicked about the fact that they were they knew what I was talking about. Club Heat, grottiest strip club you've ever seen in your life. It's where, remember my Mad Ex that I told you about, where she used to work, and I knew the place was scatty because she asked me to pick her up from there once, and I turned up in my football tracksuit and he didn't ask a single question.
yeah.
He just let me in, and I was like, this place is not a good establishment, man.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it's in like
I'm in Coventry next Sunday.
Yeah, go check it out. Man.
Yeah, and you know them few hours that you've got in the afternoon that you have to burn.
In between two
You know
shows.
one of them
Yeah,
places- you know
instead of
one of
watching
them,
arse slapping videos, you can just actually go to the real fucking deal.
Yeah.
You know one of them places that as soon as you see it though, you're like, you don't want to go in there. It's like in, you know them like shopping arcades that you get.
Yeah.
It's in one of them, but like every other shop is just boarded up and shut down, and then
And he's
this
still
thing's just in
thriving.
the middle of it, man.
Heat is
Horrid.
thriving.
You survive a
vibe.
pandemic, mate. You can do anything.
Horrid vibe, man. I remember going in there and just sitting at the bar waiting for her, and people are just like, "Hello, babes, would you like a dance?" I'm like, "Please, just leave me alone. I do not want to be in here, man."
You're like, shut up, mum.
And on that note, thanks for listening. Listen, my mum had it hard, man. She was a single mum. She worked numerous jobs, but thanks for supporting me.
Oh, she's a sweetheart, mate. She's never
Yeah.
horrible to me.
Thanks for coming and watching me lose at football. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. It's been a tough weekend for all of us, really. You
Yeah,
had to-
some of us were gigging, some of us were walking through Epping Forest.
It sounds quite. Did you see any deer? They've got deer in Epping Forest. Did
Mate,
you
I
see
didn't,
any?
but it was one of those where it shouldn't have been muddy, but then I took a bit of a diversion and I just ended up absolutely covered.
See,
And it wasn't a muddy.
Have you done that
He's
thing?
had a hard weekend as well.
Have you done that thing where you park your car in Epping Forest and it rolls up the hill?
Nah, but I have seen it.
Wow, what's
yeah.
that? What's that?
Like meant to be like ghosts pushing your car, but obviously it's some sort of physical.
It's an optical illusion
Yeah.
where the incline of the thing is like so slight. You're going downhill, but it looks uphill.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
nice.
not seen the videos of it? It's probably our weird TikTok again. Isn't it? There's like a road in Jamaica where people pour water, but it runs uphill. But it's just the
Oh, mad.
illusion of the incline of
Yeah.
it.
Maybe I'll go there next time.
You need a car.
Maybe I won't.
Take a skateboard.
I'll take a skateboard.
Yeah,
Ma-
same thing.
yeah, hoverboard.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Cheers,
Catch you later.
guys.
Bye, 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 bye.
Peace.
This has been the Word on the Streets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.